What up, gang? It's your boy Joe Tang back with another video. Before I start, I just want to say I apologize. I know I look crazy right now. I'm actually getting ready to go on a run. It's pretty warm out here for Indiana. It's 47, almost 51 degrees outside, so I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. By the way, shout out to all my Notre Dame fans out there. Today's video, I want to cover a social media platform that often gets neglected. When I've attended social media classes or I've read content on how to grow your business using social media, this platform never really gets talked about. And the name of that platform is, drum rolls please, Twitter. Twitter, in my opinion, is my favorite social media network. In all honesty, I think Twitter is the only real social network out there right now. Unlike Facebook, unlike Instagram, unlike LinkedIn, where those are all like content distribution platforms, Twitter has actual live conversations every second of the day. And so you're probably asking, Joe, why would you say this is the number one tool that we should be using to grow our business? Well, I'm getting ready to answer that. And I promise you, this is the number one tool you should be using every second of the day that you have available to work in your business, that you should be using to grow. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try and sync this video, my voice, with my phone, my screen. I'm going to turn on my screen recording right now. 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, we're recording. So you should be looking at my home screen right now. I'm going to open up my social media folder and dive right into Twitter. And so if you don't have an account, I highly recommend you Google it and start an account. If you have an account and you've neglected it, or if you're against Twitter, I just ask that you be open to this conversation, because I know a lot of people feel like Twitter is just so saturated or it's pointless, but what I'm getting ready to show you right now is exactly what you should be using to build. I would, if I was licensed, I'd be doing this like 24/7. So as you can see, I'm on my home screen, kind of just scrolling up and down. What I'm going to do first is down below, you can't really, how am I going to do this? Okay, let me show you. So down here below, you should be able to see on the screen, there's like a magnifying glass. I'm going to hit that. That's the search button. Up top, where it says search options, I'm going to type in a term that is you should be very familiar with in our industry: hair. So what this is going to do is Twitter is now going to go out and search all the conversations happening on the platform that is related to hair. And so what I'm going to do after that is up top where you see top latest people, photos, and videos, I'm going to go ahead and just hit latest right now just for this example so I can show you what it's doing. And we're going to walk you through some of these conversations. So Jazz, Black Hair, Supreme, they tweeted 3 seconds ago, I'm never ready. Dr. Phil Ninja tweeted ninja hair on top and Dr. Phil mustache. So these are just all different conversations related to hair that's happening all over the world. But here's where you can benefit from it. So right next to your search phrase Twitter up top, there should be an option. I'm not sure what the proper term for that option, that thing is to the right of hair, but I'm going to click that, and I'll put it on the screen too, just in case you're still confused. And so I click that button, and it's going to bring me to the screen that says search filter. And down where it says location, instead of saying anywhere, I'm going to hit near you. Boom, and I'm going to hit apply. So now what Twitter is doing is it's going to take all the conversations that are happening within a certain radius from my location. I'm guessing 15 mile, that's usually average radius from this location that I'm at. And it's going to pull up everybody who's talking about hair. So as a service provider, you can see how this can start to get real interesting, right? So now I'm looking at it, and Michael says, I love that little hair curl. Please keep her for a while. So they're talking about someone's curl that they want to keep. Darken and a little more hair, Elvis. I'm not the best reader, so sorry if you're not following, but you should be reading the same thing on my screen. So down here, Wobble, with this little anime character, says, she got different hair because I like this style better, ha ha ha. Anyway, the point is, if this were me giving myself advice, I'd go in and I would hop into all these conversations. I would go in and, the problem is I wouldn't go in and say, hey, you should come see me. I'm a service provider, or I work at the salon. You should go in and naturally just start engaging with these conversations that are happening. You see 1 day ago, 14 hours ago, 17 hours ago, 20 hours ago. So here's the thing. Take a quick pause. Some of you may live in a big metropolitan area, city, right? And I think this tool will definitely benefit you. Some people may live in a rural, small town area, and it'll be harder to find search terms like hair or things of that nature. And I think that's where we have to get creative. So maybe instead of pizza, or maybe instead of hair, we type in pizza, right? Because I love pizza. I really do. And so now I'm going to pull up all the conversations in my area. I'm going to make sure that I hit near you in the locations. And now I'm just going to look to see who's all in this area talking about pizza. So Pizza Man is tweeting a lot right now. This might be the worst wholesome video I have seen in a long time. So my guess is that Pizza Man is trying to sell something around pizza, and so he's in there engaging with people who are tweeting about pizza. It's pretty interesting, actually. I'm trying to give you guys a better example. Let's see. So maybe instead of pizza, we talk about dogs. I know there's a lot of dog lovers in our industry, right? We see what people are talking about with dogs. And some of you guys right now, as I'm doing this, are probably like, okay, pizza, dogs, like, Joe, where are you going with this? Here's the deal. I've always equated business to relationships. And I think the way you start a relationship is by sharing common interests and talking about those interests and starting to develop, some kind of emotion towards the person that you're trying to build that relationship with. And so naturally, if I love pizza, I'm going to want to talk about pizza. And if people love dogs, they're going to want to talk about dogs. If we naturally get into those conversations and not worry about saying things that lead to business, but actually engaging with people like real human beings, people are going to be more curious about who we are. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to hop over to our profile. Here's my profile right here. And they're going to look at my bio and say, okay, who's Joe Tang? Oh, Joe Tang is a service provider at X Salon. Or Joe Tang is a massage therapist at blah salon. Oh, I really like this person. Oh my gosh, they're in Anderson. I should go see that person. They're really cool. And these are natural conversations that are going to be happening. I guarantee you, if you just put in a little bit of time, right, an hour a day, as much time as you can dedicate to this, you will see a return. So step number one is I would go ahead and update your profile. I'll make sure that Courtney's getting ready to say hi, Courtney. I'll make sure you update your profile with where you work, what your role is, your title is, and then I would go in and start engaging with people naturally and watch the amount of interaction that starts to happen with you. Do me a favor, if you start this and you start to see some results or you have questions, please leave comments. Come back and share your experiences, or after this video you have questions or you're still confused, let me know. Like I said, I'm just here to provide as much value as I can and answer questions, just help you just move forward. 2020 is going to be a big year for you, and this is just another tool to help you get started. So that is it. I'm going to go ahead and hit this pavement, but I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a great day.